So today I would like to share something with you guys that is extremely special and sacred to me. This is I originally got it and called it a grimoire, or Book of Shadows, baby witch here. I titled it The Book of the Sacred. And I started this off with this I am. So this is my birth chart, like more modern or traditional, not Vedic, though I do want to add that to this at one point. Not there yet, but this is more just like my houses and aspects. This is all continued from birth chart, in-depth reading. Got my human design here. And all the channels and stuff. Now this part's still kind of blank. I think I'm gonna deep dive into that when I get a little bit more stability. But this is like my personality type and different dimensional and like extraterrestrial lives that I have lived. So I mean, I've got them listed on here: Pleiades, Arcturian, Lyran, Andromedan, Lemurian, Atlantis, Sirius B. These are all places I've incarnated for sure. And then I've got like my personal guides, and only 2 actually are listed on here right now, but this I is going to get channeled to me at a different day, I've been told. So that's blank for now. I've got questions here to ask for about soul information: how many lives I've had, how many on Earth, how many were human, soul origin, like all this kind of stuff. And this is questions I have asked, and many have got answers to as well through different forms of divination. This is like journaling here, different timeline jumps, awakening experiences. So this is just like journaling and documenting what I was going through at that time, focusing on. Let's see, we've got different readings and stuff that I would start to write down when I really started to resonate with card reading. And that's it again. 7/6/22, Dark Awakening Activation. I don't know why I'm feeling called to read this, so I'm just gonna, a bit of it at least. It says, meditation downloads. The moment we've been waiting for, preparing for is here. I got a visualization of the scene untangled where the king and queen had lit the lanterns. It's only a matter of time now before the masses see and cannot deny what is in front of them. Those who have been awaiting it are thrilled, and those who have been oblivious will likely be fearful at first. But only until they realize no harm will come to them. Then they will watch with awe. For those who have been awaiting, it is time to do our part. Light our lanterns and set it out to join the others. Remember, one lone lantern wouldn't be much to see. But when you set off 144,000, the sight is spectacular. We are one. Oh, I just got activated again reading that, and this was 2 years ago. What the frick? Okay, so anyways. So yeah, I've got different downloads in, and as I started to get more into witchcraft, I've got spells here. Okay, so anyways, I'm getting a little bit off my original intentions. So that's what the majority of this has been. But then once I started really getting into it and really getting into my own craft and my own awakening, I really wanted to like section it off. And matter of fact, the reason that I held off on even starting this for so long is because I'm a perfectionist and I really wanted it like planned out ahead of time somehow. Like I knew what my awakening was going to look like. I wanted like chapters and like it to make sense and be like evenly spread apart. And so for the longest time I didn't even start it. And that's why it just started off as like journaling and shit that just felt easy. And I'm like, whatever, maybe I won't be one of those fancy, you know, like I said, I was baby witch at this time. So I was like, maybe I won't be one of those fancy, you know, have all the drawings and stuff. Well, later on I did become her. I am her currently, but I had this profound realization today as I was like, this is where I'm at right now. Towards the end of the book, all this is already filled in. All of this is filled in. And this is all I've got left. And so I'm like trying to plan for what I'm going to do for these last little sections. And I realized that there is just such trackable cyclical pattern with awakening. And it gave me the chills in the best way. Let's see. So I was thinking, I've got 2 little sections here. Hold on. If you can see, maybe I should take this stuff out. I've got it marked for what I'm going to talk about. But you can see there's like different like chapters almost. little books. And I've got 2 of them left. Now, the very last one I had already started with a channeled drawing. And then after that was a channeled message, but like a particular kind. So I decided that since I did that, I want to dedicate this whole entire last book to nothing but channeled drawings, channeled messages, and just anything like that that's like creative artwork, basically. And I'm already like midway through that second to last part there. But I had this idea literally today, because before I even got this, when I was still in the healing parts of, like, the initial healing parts of my awakening journey, before I even got to Baby Witch level, I had a different notebook where I did my initial levels of shadow work when I first realized what even is shadow work, how to connect with my inner child, and these kinds of things, and like recognizing those initial patterns that I'm like here to break type shit. And I realized, let's see, that was back in 2021 when I was writing in that notebook, which is completely filled up, by the way. There's no room for anything else in that one. But I was just realizing today that I haven't done that in a long, long while. And like I said, there's these like cyclical patterns and sheddings when it comes to awakening and evolving in general. And so I was thinking, oh, that's a great idea. I should do that for this like next level, because I just up-leveled again. Every time there's like this dark night again, and this like hermit period, and then rebirth and whatever, reignite, all this kind of shit. And so I figured that'd be great. Now that I've shed that next layer, let's, write it down. Let's look at it and get it actually like on paper, and, bring it to the level of awareness where we now can choose differently for ourselves, right? For this next part, this next chapter, this next cycle. So that's what I was thinking. I want a section that's dedicated to that type of shadow work, of me just kind of talking to myself, my inner child, my inner teenager, whoever, that the shadow work is pertaining to. And since I'm already midway through, I was like, well, shit, I'll just have it be, the second half of this, because here, hold on, let me show. Right here. Because it had this beautiful, I don't know, like it just, something about these being right here felt like really like, okay, yeah, that's where it's supposed to be at. See, and then I've got it labeled, I haven't started it yet. The sacred shadow, that's what this is. Because at this point, it's not really about just identifying the shadow, been there, done that, already did that. At this point, it's about integrating and accepting and bringing everything into balance, loving and nurturing the shadow. That's what this phase is about. So anyways, I've got it written down there. And for some reason, when I did that and seen that, I was like, I'm curious what the last halfway point was, because in my mind, that's almost like these markings here of this was like sealing off the ending of the cycle and the beginning of the new cycle. And so I was thinking in my head, I'm curious, what was on that last one? Oh, golly! I just got surprised again because I forgot. You guys, I gotta cover some of this. My sacred vision, bro. It's the same, and look, it's the same design up there. Oh my golly, I'm telling you, these things happen so much on purpose. This is when I was first realizing, like, my soul mission and things, what I'm here for. I literally forgot that that's what it was. But the other thing, then after that, I was thinking, okay, so what was at the beginning of this second to last chapter of this book? And it was when I started doing this throat chakra activation here. And you see right before that is this 369 portal day thingy. Yeah, it was on 6/9/23, that's what that was. And then this beginning one was 6/15/23, throat chakra activation. And then since these, it's just been like really big days, like the Schumann resonance looking like this, Christmas Day, the last full moon of 2023. What's this? Day 3 of the full moon lunar eclipse portal here. Yeah, I literally, dude, I remember these so much. I've got Time to final... Dude, I fucking just love these. I literally just love these so much. Okay. So anyways, all the way up to right now, we've got this... Oh, this first family cord cutting, blah, 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 when they participated in their first ritual ever. And then, so, the last thing that I was working on in here before this time was this Sacred 369 code. Sound familiar? Like that flippity portal day? Look, this portal day from the day before the beginning of this next chapter. So that's what I was just working on, was this 369 thing. And then we've got 888 portal day. That's the last thing, the literal last thing that's in here so far before I just decided to come in here. And there's literally only, let's see, there's, after this portal day, there's one more full empty page, and then it's just onto this shadow part here, which is what I'm about to start doing right now. I can do. And then page number is 143 for the Sacred Shadow. Aww, that means I love you. That's so sweet. Do you see what I'm saying? Nothing is an accident, ever. Ever in a million years. Nothing is. God's in everything. I was literally just thinking about that today. About how God's in everything, and like, an apple just fell behind me as confirmation. God's in everything, including the enemy. The enemy. Air quote, enemy. There is no enemy. We are all one, including the enemy. Does he get it? This makes sense. This makes sense. We're in the very last 24 hours of the 2024 Lionsgate Portal. Dun 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 dun. It's serious shit. We've got massive change come. The end of Kali Yuga. Alright, so I've reached a bit of a conclusion point for this day. I'm not gonna read what I actually wrote down because that's my own personal business. But I do think I've got a part 2 to my other trauma releasing class. Go in here with this next level shadow workbook here. This first section I've got what I've been taught about myself. Also, this is my current favorite song. Just replaying it in my head non-stop. So I play it for real, non-stop. Anyways, the next section, what I've been taught about the world. So first what I've been taught about me, then what I've been taught about the world. It's big stuff, not good. And this is literally nothing but a page full of unhealthy habits I have noticed. And this is everything of, let's see, eating out of boredom or emotional eating, down to taking on others' projections as my truths, being harsh with myself and others, feeling worthless, unlovable, like I'm a burden. Then on this side, I've got the core wounds being activated. Hold on. I wish I'm gonna learn this dance or something. I see those fucking TikTok videos all over. I'm gonna learn that dance. Okay, well anyways. So I've got core wounds being activated. Physical correlations with my vessel. Down to core wound antidotes down here. So like, for an example, one of the core wounds being activated, well, the three main ones I've got: worthiness, fear for safety, alone. Some of the physical correlations I've got: fatigued, foggy, lethargic, lack of nutrients in vessel, disconnected from self and others, uninspired, lack of creativity, addiction to caffeine and sugar, and I have a bit of an obsession with a boy. It's true. That was aggressive and I'm sorry. Anyways, we're working on it. We're working on it, right? Yay! And that's all I've got for now. I ended with, oh yeah, I can't forget the most important part. The most important part, the core wound antidotes here at the bottom. I've got A number 1, give and receive love to self and to others, and that includes plants and animals. Music to listen to or create, yes. Art to witness in or create, yes. Sing, dance, paint, learn a new topic, take a nap, take a cleansing bath. Let's see. Move, stretch the vessel, meditate, divinate. Whoa! What the fuck? He scared me. Play with children or do childlike play. Sometimes there's not always kids around, but guess what? I've got one in me. So yeah, that feels like a really good stopping point for this day. And can I be completely honest? I forgetted, since my initial shadow work was so long ago, I forgot how much relief can come from just writing it all out. Like all those things that I was taught to believe about myself and the world, like just writing those out. Part of me almost feels compelled to write a whole new list of like opposing thoughts of like what I actually think or want to think about myself and the world. But I almost feel like I don't even need to. Like I feel like just writing out what had been projected about myself and the world is enough to bring awareness to like, okay, I immediately don't resonate with that. Literally, I don't think I resonated with any of them. Like any of them. Any of them. It feels like a huge weight, like just... And I already had barely any weight to carry at this point. I've been dropping it. Not physical weight, but, I mean, that kind of comes along with the territory, too. I'm gonna learn to dance. I promise you. Mark my words. Love it.